Hi everyone. Today I have something a little bit different for you. I'm doing a renovation of one of the apartments in San Myshuno. I decided to give myself a break from being horrible at landscaping. Since there's no landscape for apartments, I thought it would be perfect so I wouldn't have to struggle in that way. In the beginning, you can see the original layout and furniture of the apartment, and I just bulldozed everything or deleted everything so I could start from scratch. I decided I wanted to design this apartment to fit a single father with a teenage son because in my goal to design rooms that aren't overly matching, I figured it'd be a perfect opportunity because in a way men aren't as concerned about, not everyone, but in some cases you could say that men aren't as concerned about the design of their house as women are. So I thought it would be a great opportunity to kind of use like mismatched furniture or different patterns or colors that wouldn't necessarily go together. The color palette I was kind of going for was like teals and blues and some grays, but again, not making it overly matched. I wanted to kind of break things up with different patterns and like touches of red or like a different color here and there. When I started decorating this front area, when you walk in, I thought it would be a good idea to include a kind of closet, but I didn't want to keep it covered with a door. I just wanted kind of open so you could see the coats and the shoes that are inside the closet. But then I also wanted to include a kind of linen closet in a way, so I just put you'll see here in a second, I put like a cabinet that has towels and stuff from the laundry day pack, because I figured it would be good to have it close to the bathroom too. And then I put like a bulletin board, so it's kind of like they can look at it on their way out the door or when they come home, like just to see I guess like their schedule or anything that they might have marked for what they need to do, especially since it's for a single father. I want to be as though like he kind of like it's his way of keeping up with things himself, not having a mom there to help him out. I love that there's bikes from the Parenthood pack because I think it adds such a unique kind of clutter item to use in decorating homes, especially if it's for a family. And we can size up or size down the bikes to make it look like it's for little kids. So I think that's such a perfect item to include. And then I'm going to start decorating the bathroom and laundry area and adding some shelving and some detergent and a laundry basket. I just kind of wanted to make it look like it was being used like on a regular basis. And I originally, when I put this divider here, I wasn't sure if I should have it separating the shower from the laundry area or if I should have it separating the shower from the sink. I decided to just keep it like that, but honestly I would probably go in and change it so that it's separating the sink from the shower, because I think it makes more sense. Like if someone was to come into the bathroom, it's probably best that you have the divider to kind of block you from the doorway rather than having you fully exposed. But I'm gonna move to designing the kitchen, and I wanted the kitchen to be somewhat small but still have enough counter space, and I was going for a kind of like not necessarily mid-century modern type of look, but just I don't know, I guess I don't know, kind of using like brighter colors, but I thought the teal was a good way to incorporate the color of the backsplash or the wallpaper that I used there. And then of course I had to add a microwave because since it's two boys, I'm pretty sure they microwave a lot of things. Like if the dad's too busy to cook or something, then the son can microwave some food for himself. And I thought about using like mismatching chairs for the counter, but instead of doing that, you'll see here in the dining room, I made the chairs kind of mismatch a little bit, so it's kind of like you know, like the dad just saw some chairs that he liked when they were on sale or something, and just got a couple of them, or and then I kept one space missing a chair because I thought it would be a kind of, you know, unique touch to the overall theme of the apartment. And then I'm gonna start going to the living room and just trying to figure out how to create a space that I guess looks a little bit more eclectic and maybe things you wouldn't necessarily find altogether. Oh, and then I'm putting some like things on the floor and stuff to make it look like, you know, the boy just comes in and just puts stuff wherever he can find space for it on the floor, like his backpack and sports gear. And then I'm just kind of putting random like items on the wall, because like things that the dad would be interested in or that he likes, but he doesn't really care how he puts it on the wall, he just puts it up there. And then I thought the little baby Yoda was a cute addition to the living room, having that on the shelf. And I was trying to put other stuff there, but I'm still having a hard time trying to move things on shelves to give it space. I know there's a like red shelf object that you can download to use to help you place things in that way, but I haven't ever tried using it, and I don't know, I'm just kind of seeing how I can do without it. And I guess maybe as I get more experience I might get that CC and try doing it that way. But yeah, so then I'm gonna start decorating like the kind of office area for the dad. I wanted to imagine that maybe he works from home possibly, and I thought having the windows there in front of his desk was kind of perfect to give him a view of the outside world while he's at home working. And then, you know, I added the plants and like the little clutter items on the desk to again add more to the like lived in look of this space. And believe it or not, I was actually really trying very hard to not make everything match, especially in the living room. I thought using the green and white couch with the different color like ottomans and stuff was such a good touch, and you know, while still keeping with the cooler themed color palette for the place, like I feel like those things look pretty mismatched in comparison to how I might have designed something else. So I was really proud of how that turned out. And then I'm going to move to the teenager's room. Again, I have the bed at a kind of angle, and I wanted to include things for the boy that, I mean, a teenager would want, you know, like his own desk area, his own laptop. I even put like a little tablet there on the side table. And then I'm just going to be putting some random posters up on the walls, and then I was trying to figure out like what dresser or clothes rack to use for the boy, because I thought about putting a closet, like actually making him a closet, but the room is pretty small for the teenager, so instead of using an actual closet or anything like that, I just ended up giving him one of the smaller dressers from the tiny living pack. And I thought it worked perfectly, especially since you can put things on top of it. I put a fish bowl on top, so it's kind of like his way of having a pet. You know how apartments don't usually allow pets, so I figured having a fish would be like the closest thing to having a pet that he could have. So like I put the blinds in the kitchen because I need something shorter for that window, and then I just put all the same curtain. And I wasn't sure what to put between the bedroom doors, so I just threw a plant there because I feel like that area of the floor was really really empty. For the dad's room, I kept the colors to the black and white and gray, and with touches of blue, like the kind of slate blue, and you know, to keep it very masculine, since he doesn't have to worry about his wife designing the room for him and stuff. And I was trying to figure out what to put on the side table, but I think I ended up putting like a lamp. I don't know. You'll see. It's like a crystal, but a lamp. I don't know. And then I think I put an alarm clock too. But I was just going through, you know, since again I didn't have a closet, like a space designated for a closet in the dad's room, just like in the boys' room. I just gave him a dresser instead, or like a wardrobe. And then I realized I didn't have a bookshelf anywhere in the rest of the apartment, so I just added the bookshelf in the dad's room. And then I put a chair there so that he has some place to sit, like while he's putting on his shoes or reading a book in his room or something like that. And honestly, like, I just put some random things on the wall because I put those like sketches and then I think it's magazine covers inside frames. I figured that maybe the dad's like into like graphic design or art or something, or maybe it's something that the dad does for work since he works from home, or he could be working from home, like maybe he works for an advertising company and those are some of his magazine covers that he designed or something like that. But I don't know if that's even a thing, but yeah, so I just kind of put those random things on the wall there. You can see, you can't really see them in the screenshots because I couldn't get it at an angle when I was taking the screenshots so you could see those, but they're there. And then, like always, I just kind of view everything from different angles, try to see if I'm missing anything, and I believe the screenshots are coming up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!